Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome to week 7. If you can hear me, just raise your hands and we will get going. All right, we got you. Thank you, Daria. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Preston. Okay, as I said, welcome to week 7 of the 100 Day Champion Challenge. Great week, great week. Hopefully, you all applied to some of the SEO tips and tricks that we learned last week, and hopefully, you're generating some free targeted leads and traffic to your website, and actually getting some results, getting some signups for either MLSP, Empower Network, or your primary companies that you're promoting. Which is the main purpose of this great and wonderful champion challenge. So I'm going to pass you off to Esther, and we're going to get going right away.
Okay, thanks, Queen. Okay, guys. Well, as usual, you're a champion of daily method of operation. You need to take 3 action steps for money in your pocket this week. You gotta do some positive self-talk or affirmation to create a peak state of mind, and then do some meditation for at least 10 minutes. But ideally, um, I would recommend 25 minutes, maybe twice per day, and do some visualization. For me, I visualize normally how I want my days to go, and then by next Thursday, we need you to do a vision board by next Thursday, and then you need to post it on our Facebook challenge fan page, okay? And also you need to read 10 pages per day from our listed books of the week that we recommended from very start of our Champions webinar. And then you need to listen to MLSP Wake Up Call, either live or recorded at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And finally, you need to do your everyday exercise, basically just to strengthen your body and mind, because energizing your body shifts stagnant energy in your system so that you can have encourage and confidence throughout your day, sort of thing. Okay. This week's book of the week is called Seven Step System to Building a 1 Million Network Marketing Dynasty. Basically, this book offers a step-by-step plan for building a profitable, long-lasting network marketing business. And based on Dr. Joe Rubino's 14 years of research and experience building his own successful network, it presents field-tested, effective advice on what it takes to get ahead and get rich in network marketing. So basically, he outlines the 7 core steps for network marketing success. Okay, Clint, over to you.
All right. Like I said, we are not wasting any time today. Mr. Rob Fore is back. This time, he's going to go over the advanced stuff: how to get backlinking, how to get votes to your site, and increase your ranking. Get on that page 1, or hopefully, position 1, page 1, and actually stay there. He's going to give us his tools, tips, and tricks on how to do that. So, with that being said, Mr. Rob Fore, we turn everything over to you.
Cool. If you want to pass over the thing that I click on, show my, there we go. All right. So can you see my screen?
Yep, you're good.
All right, here we go. So last week what we talked about is we talked about the basics of SEO. How we have to do some on-page optimization. We have to literally let the search engines know what our content is about. We do that by putting our keywords in the title, we put it in the description, and that's how we let the search engines know what it's about. But what I want to, so that was the basics, and it's important that we understand those basics. That the internet runs on search, the search engines rank pages, not websites. So each page, each blog post, each video stands alone. The front page of your website may never, ever rank for anything good, but all these individual pages and individual videos can. Now, all things being equal, there's backlinks that matter. So I'm just gonna walk through all the tools that I actually use and some of the tricks to each tool, so you can optimize the tool, get more bang for your buck. I did put up a little page. Now, this is a wonderfully good looking page right here. As you can tell, it's really good looking. I put a lot of time into this one. But it's robfore.com/tools. So I put that page up there today for you guys as I talk about these tools. If you want to go up and check them out and get the links, they're all up there. I also have some links for free training in my boot camps. I also have a team training only site that's private to my MLSP team. That's down at the bottom. You guys feel free to join that, where we talk a lot about this more in depth. So it's robfore.com/tools. And now let me get back to where I was. Okay, that's not where I was. All right, so the idea is, and this is what I call my standard operating procedure. When I sit down to actually work in the morning from 8 to 9:30, this is literally what I do. So if your goal is to rank on Google, and it is, here's what we're able to produce doing what we're going to talk about. We rank all over the place. Sometimes on the front page, sometimes it's #1 spot, #2 spot, doesn't really matter. If we're going to generate traffic like we talked about last week, very easy to do. This is all about scale. You know, if we can rank high for a web page that's getting 1,000 searches a month, and you're ranking #1, you're going to get about 400 hits a month. You do that times 100 pages, your traffic can add up pretty fast. And of course, if your goal is to build a list for MLSP or Empower Network or your primary, we need to drive the traffic. We need to post on purpose, get them to opt in, and off we go. When you get this traffic coming in, you're going to be able to make money. Whether they're buying Empower Network, MLSP, any of the products, traffic is the name of the game. So, all things being equal, meaning Clint does a web page and he's going after a keyword, MLM recruiting secrets. I do a blog post, MLM recruiting secrets. He's got a nice authority site going. I've got a nice authority site going. Both of our content is good. All things being equal, what causes web pages to rank and your YouTube videos to rank is backlinks. Plain and simple. Once we publish our content, whether that's on your blog, on a forum, on a document sharing site like we talked about last week, or a YouTube video, once we publish, the #1 goal, your job at that point, is to get as many backlinks as you can from as many different sources as you can. The basic rule of thumb is you get more backlinks than the guy that ranks above you, you will rank above him. So there's really two types of backlinks, what I call quantity backlinks. I actually have an enduring term called crack quantity backlinks, where we just want backlinks from anywhere and everywhere. We also want quality backlinks, and those would be backlinks that are coming from pages that have authority. Usually a measure of authority is page rank. So if I get a web page to link back to me that has a page rank 2, that's going to be about 10 times higher quality than a page that's linking to me from a page rank 1. So we want to get links, the quality backlink is from a high page rank site. So for quantity, we have bookmarks. You know, you can get some bookmark software we'll talk about. Article directories where we're republishing, repurposing our articles to the internet. Blog posts can give us both quantity and quality. Social media, that's links from Facebook, Twitter, a live journal, MySpace, things like that. Again, quality or quantity. For example, my Facebook page is like a page rank 4 or something. It's kind of crazy. High PR links, we'll talk a little bit about that. Those are more difficult to get, but you can get them. There's software that will help you do that. And then .edu or government backlinks are high quality backlinks as well. So the idea, so we're going to start with the quantity first. And these are for bookmarks. Now, the easiest thing you can do is go to ping.fm. It's absolutely free. And it's going to take you a couple hours to go set up all these social bookmarking sites. And you can get 42 plus backlinks. Once you get this set up, you never have to do anything again. And every time you publish, you'll get 42 quantity backlinks. You can do the same thing with OnlyWire. OnlyWire, I think now charges $10 a month. I think they have a tiny free version, but then it's about $10 a month. You can get the same 46 links from OnlyWire, and it happens automatically. We'll talk about DigiTraffic Accelerator. Now, this is a program that I use. I think it's $19 a month. And it will give you 500 links from these social bookmarks for every piece of new content you post. It's very easy to use. It's one of the most powerful programs I have in my arsenal, and very few people know about it, which I think is one of the reasons it's so popular, or it works so well. And then we have Tribe Pro, which creates social media activity. Now, to give you an idea, Ping and OnlyWire both work the same way. Once you set up these accounts, and it'll take you a couple hours if you actually do it yourself. What I recommend you do is go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and just search around that site, and you'll find people that will do all kinds of things for $5. Or you're going to find a lot of people that will set up a Ping FM account for $5. You'll find a lot of people that will set up an OnlyWire for $5. Go spend $10, let somebody else do it. They usually have software that will do it really, really fast, and save yourself 4 hours and just be done with it. Well, once you have these accounts set up, you can actually just log into your account, you type in a short little message, and you put your URL in there, hit ping it, and boom, we just got 40 to 42 backlinks. So we can do that manually on both Ping and OnlyWire. And I do it manually if I'm going to give backlinks to a YouTube video, or maybe a document sharing site that we've done, that we talked about last week, or a forum post. I will go manually get those backlinks. But you can also set it up to be automatic. So on your blog, if you've got blog.com/feed, you have an RSS feed up there. And that's basically what that stands for, is really simple syndication. It's just a way where basically every time you post, it adds your new post to this feed. And people can actually subscribe to that feed, so they never even have to visit your blog. Well, we can also put that feed into both Ping and OnlyWire. And now what happens is every time you make a blog post, there's nothing else for you to do. You will automatically get 42 bookmarking links from Ping and 46 to 50 from OnlyWire. It happens automatically. So there's 100 links automatically. You don't have to do anything more than you already do. You just post your blog, and you instantly have 100 links. So that starts our quantity. Now again, all things being equal, somebody did a blog post and they didn't get these 100 bookmarking links, and I did, I'm going to rank higher than them. Now, if we're going after long tail keywords, keywords that don't have a lot of traffic, they don't have a lot of competition, quite often this is all you need to do to get on the front page of Google. But again, those are going to be long tail keywords. Anything that's a little bit more competitive, we've got to take it another level. So to take it to another level, I use Traffic Accelerator. And again, up on that page I created, that robfore.com/tools, there's links to all these things. And if you go into our team training site, I have tutorials for quite a few of these. Traffic Accelerator works on a PC. If you have a Mac, you would have to have a PC emulator like Parallels or something. But it works on your PC, very easy to use. You just set up some accounts. Then you do the same thing. You put your link in there, you add a title with spin code, you add some spin code text in there, you click post bookmark, and it's going to give you about 300 to 500 bookmarks for that one blog post. It's $19.95 a month, very powerful program. And when it's all done, you get this list of all the links it just gave you. Now what I do with these is I take these, you just copy them, and you go to a website called linklicious.me, I think it is. Just search for it on Google, linklicious.me. And you can post up to 1,500 links per day for free, and it gets backlinks to your backlinks. It just boosts your backlinks. So it's a very easy way to get your backlinks found. We're actually helping them find it. In fact, let me see if I can find it on internet here. Let me go to Linklicious. Linklicious. I don't know. I can't find a bloody thing. But if you search for it, you'll see it. It's a very, very easy program to use, where you're basically just pasting your links and it does its job and off you go. So this is a good program, very inexpensive. You can get 400 to 500 links immediately. Now these aren't high quality links. These are just social bookmark links. But what I noticed about these links is because we are bookmarking them, we're going up to these bookmark sites, we actually get a lot of live people clicking on it if it caught their attention, and they'll actually visit your site. So I'll often use this program and I'll have 50 to 60 people, real people, actually visit that blog post within 24 to 48 hours, which is pretty cool. Another way to get quantity links, bookmarking links, social media links, Facebook likes, Twitter retweets, and things like that, is a service called TriPro. You guys are probably familiar with TriPro. It costs $37 a month, and then you have to tie in your OnlyWire account in order to be able to auto syndicate people. But basically how this works is you have your OnlyWire account set up with the 40 or 50 bookmarking sites. Everybody else in TriPro also has an OnlyWire account set up with 40 or 50 sites. And so when you share your content on TriPro, my OnlyWire account automatically syndicates your content, and you get 20 to 40 links automatically. So it's really, in a sense, a shared community where I promote your stuff, you promote my stuff, and it all happens automatically in the background. But there is a cost to that. It's $37 a month for TriPro, and then I spend $60 a month on OnlyWire just to be able to syndicate all these people. But if I go syndicate a piece of content up here to get backlinks, as you see there, 4,442 backlinks from that one piece of content. That's a whole heck of a lot of backlinks, but I pay probably about $100 a month to make that happen. Now again, these are quantity links, not quality links, but I found TriPro to be very, very powerful. Another reason TriPro is powerful is up on your actual blog. Let me go to my blog here. If I scroll down, I have these links on each post where people can tweet, retweet it, share it on Google Plus, or share it on Facebook. After I drew TriPro, these numbers go up. That's what TriPro is doing. They're retweeting, they're sharing, they're doing different things. And the search engines today, especially Google, really are counting what I call social media votes. The higher these numbers are, the higher you're going to tend to rank. So TriPro does a really, really great job of increasing these numbers, and Google's paying attention to that. So it's a pretty powerful thing to do. So TriPro is pretty powerful. And so now you start thinking, okay, well, Rob, that's $20 a month for Digi Traffic Accelerator, $100 a month for TriPro if you decide to go that way. It seems to be adding up pretty fast. And yeah, it does. There's a cost to getting free traffic. It's kind of an oxymoron, but there is a cost. But you have to consider your return on investment. If I want to rank for MLM attraction marketing, if I want to get traffic to that site, I have another option called paid traffic. I can do pay-per-click. And if I were to do pay-per-click on Google, it's going to cost me $1.39 per click. So my ad pops up, somebody clicks on it, costs me $1.39. Well, if instead I get backlinks and I cause my website, my blog post to rank #1 on Google, I'm going to get 40% of the searches. So if we just factor that out, 390 people per month are literally typing in MLM attraction marketing. If I rank #1 and I get 40% of those, that's about 160 people. I take 160 people, if I had to pay for that traffic, it would cost me $216 per month if I paid for that traffic. If instead I invest in the tools, I can get multiple pages to rank, multiple blog posts to rank, multiple keywords to rank, and just on this one blog post, I'd already be in profit. So consider your return on investment when you're starting to add up these costs and you're going, holy smokes, this free traffic is actually costing me something. Well, if you were to pay for it, it's going to cost you a whole lot more in the long run. So again, if we rank high, if we rank number 1, 2, or 3, it's literally money in the bank. If we rank on the front page anywhere, you're going to get traffic. But you rank in the top 3, literally money in the bank, because people are paying big bucks per click to pay for this traffic, and we're getting it free, sort of, kind of. You know, we've got a cost for the tools. Now, if you're on a limited budget for bookmarks, I recommend Ping, which is absolutely free. Digi Traffic Accelerator, which gets you 500 links. It's 19 bucks a month. Unlimited posts, unlimited links. There's no limit to it whatsoever. And then use Fiverr on a per post basis. Meaning if you need more bookmarks than 500, then go to Fiverr, pay somebody $5, and they'll go get you thousands of these things, and do it on a per post basis. Just search Fiverr for bookmarking. You'll find people that can get you thousands. But I don't think you really need it. If you're on a budget, Ping, which is free, Digi Traffic Accelerator, which is 20 bucks a month, you're good to go on bookmarks. Now the next thing to do is article directory links. Now article directories are like Ezine articles, articlecity.com. These are places where you can actually publish an article. Let me unplug the phone and get backlinks from article directories. Now they tend to be higher quality than a bookmark, but not the greatest quality. I use a couple programs. I use Easy Article Links, 34 bucks a month. Gets me about 400 backlinks from the article directories per post. Unique Article Wizard, the reason there's a little red star there is that I think that is the #1 most important program anybody can have if they're interested in getting their stuff to rank on the search engines. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. That's 67 bucks a month. I don't think anybody should be online without Unique Article Wizard. Article Marketing Robot, it's a one-time purchase of 97 bucks. It'll get you 100 to 150 backlinks each time you use it for each post. I do use that every single time I post. We also have Digi Article Blaster, which is a one-time purchase. It's a plugin that you would add to your blog. So if you have a self-hosted WordPress blog, then you can use Digi Article Blaster, and that'll get you 120 to 140 pretty good quality article directory links, and it's a one-time purchase of 47 bucks. Okay, now easy article links. Here's a screenshot of some of the ones I've recently done. I'm getting 400 backlinks per article we blast out. Now that's really good. If you've ever done any kind of article marketing with different software, even though the program's telling you you're getting 200 or 300 or 400, usually you're only getting 100. These guys, I actually have tested this in isolation. They're telling me I'm getting 400, but am I really? And after 4 to 6 weeks, I am finding all 400 posts on the internet. So this is actually a very good program. I think it's 34 or 39 bucks a month. This gives you an idea of, I did a post for Autopilot Money System. We're currently ranking #1 for that out of 7.6 million results. And using that one program, or all these programs combined, if I go search for that a phrase I'm using in those articles, I've got 659 links showing up in Google. Now most of these things aren't going to rank. These articles aren't going to rank. The EDU links aren't going to rank, but quite often they do, or people will find them on long tail search. So as we're getting backlinks, we're also building this huge network of content that can be found on the internet that will drive people to your link. So it's pretty cool. We're using these tools to take a massive effort, but it's going to produce some massive traffic as a result. Okay, the number one tool I think all people should have is called Unique Article Wizard. It basically lets you take a copy of your article or a spun copy of your content, post it up there, and you select, and it's going to go out to both blogs and article directories. It's that combination that creates the magic, because we want backlinks from everywhere. We want backlinks from article directories, backlinks from blogs, backlinks from social media, anywhere and everywhere we can. UAW gives us backlinks from both, and we can also tell it how many links to get per day. So if I go post an article up there, I'm going to tell it, well, go give me 50 backlinks a day until you run dry. And I'm going to get 400 to 500 backlinks or whatever the heck it gives me. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there, and this is a secret that I've only shared with my team, so you guys are in on this little secret here. Once we run through this campaign, and this will make more sense to you if you actually go get Unique Article Wizard. But once we run through that first campaign, where we're getting 50 links a day, and maybe 8 days later that campaign is over, we just click the edit button, change our title a little bit, and pick some different categories for it to go to. Then we tell it to drip it out at 10 to 20 per day. And we never, ever, ever let our backlinking process stop. That's the magic of UAW, is we can keep it going forever and ever and ever. Where most people will go do this whole backlinking routine, think they're done, and be done, and they'll rank really high, but then slowly but surely, because I'm dripping backlinks every single day, I can make this slow climb from maybe number 7 on the front page, make this slow climb over a couple months until I hit that number 1, number 2, number 3 spot. Then once we hit it, we can still never stop backlinking, and so we stay ahead of the competition. UAW lets us do that, where I call it drip submit, and we just never let it stop, and that's going to really put your efforts on steroids. Also, if you get involved in Unique Article Wizard or Article Marketing Robot, where you need to tell it which category your content fits into, one of the more powerful things you can do is, after you pick your categories and your keywords, at the very end, add these 2 words, general and uncategorized. See, keep in mind what this program is doing is it's sending out copies of your content to blogs. Well, if you've ever installed a blog, you notice that by default, the default installation has a category called uncategorized. And a lot of people never, ever, ever change that. So, or if they do change it, they might change it to general. So by adding general and uncategorized, instead of getting maybe 400 or 500 directories or blogs that it's going to go to, we can actually increase that number to about 1,600 and literally get 4 times the results from this tool than most people get, because they don't know this little secret. So remember that, general and uncategorized. And anytime you have to pick categories, add those, and you will always exponentially increase the results of what you're doing. Another secret for Unique Article Wizard is to post off topic. Now, what I mean by that, like, here's an example of what I want to link to is a blog post I did for internet network marketing. So I want to link to my blog post for that keyword, internet network marketing. I also want to link to a YouTube video for the same keyword. So I can link to 2 places. So you would think my article is going to be about internet network marketing. And the first time I do post that article, that's what it is going to be about. And we're going to put it in categories like this: network marketing, MLM, home business, internet marketing, in the category that makes sense for these links. But when I go to drip it, I'm going to add an article that's completely off topic. So the article might be how to make tomatoes grow, how to teach your parrot to talk. It doesn't matter what your article is about, because your author resource box can link to anything you want. So I can literally write an article about organic gardening and link to my internet marketing blog post. by doing that, by posting these off-topic articles, we again expand our reach to blogs and article directory categories we would never ever have a chance of reaching if we're always posting on-topic articles. So I kind of hope that makes sense to you. But consider posting off-topic articles and link to what you really want to link. And then I also will often use made-up names, made-up author names. And I do this for tracking purposes. So you see the name there, it's a made-up name, you know, Roots Tremblex, whatever, whoever the heck that guy is. Now, the reason I do that is now I can go to the search engines later, 4 to 6 weeks later, and go, how well is this tool doing? You know, I can go search for Ruiz Tremblex and actually see how it's doing. So in this case here, this guy posted a few articles, and you see that 697 of those articles have actually been posted. So I've got close to 700 backlinks from that one article. Now notice, diet, the best diet. Where did that come from? Because I'm posting off topic, which gives me a higher reach on the internet for my backlinks. If you're on a limited budget, you can pick Article Marketing Robot. That's a $97 one-time purchase. It'll get you 40 to 100 index links for every time that you use it, which is pretty good, and they're going to go out to article directories and blogs. So it's kind of like Unique Article Wizard, just a baby version, and it's $97 one time. It's also PC based. So if you have a Mac, you either need a PC or you need to have a PC emulator for that program. I've been using this from the beginning. It works really sweet. Good program. If you're also on a limited budget, you can use Digital Article Blaster. This is a program. It's $49 one time. You have to have a blog. It's a plugin for your blog, and it'll get you between 80 and 147 index links every time you use it. It actually runs on your blog. So again, very inexpensive one-time purchase. And if you invest in those two, Article Marketing Robot and DAB, you got 120 bucks invested, you're good to go. But I do recommend Unique Article Wizard if you can absolutely do that. Because it's going to give you, you can drip, and it's that continual drip that adds a lot of value. So those are for article directories primarily. We also want to get backlinks from blogs. Now blogs, Unique Article Marketing Robot does blogs, Unique Article Wizard does blogs, kind of a mix half and half between those two. There's another program called Auto Backlink Creator, which is $37 a month. It's a plugin on your blog. That goes out to strictly blogs, and that works out very, very well as well. If you've been paying attention to Brian Cole, who's been promoting MLSP with organic search, you see he's climbing the leaderboards, and he's starting to rank all over the place. He uses two programs, ABC, Auto Backlink Creator, and TriPro. Those are the two primarily he uses. Now he also does have SE Nuke X, which is a very, very powerful program, which may be on the budget of most people. But prior to using SE Nuke X, he was using ABC and TriPro, and he's been doing really, really well. Well, that'll get you quite a few blog. You can do unlimited articles to unlimited number of blogs. It's 37 bucks a month. Traffic Kaboom is a little bit more pricey. It's one of it will get you higher quality links from actual blogs that have page rank. It's like 65 bucks a month or 700 bucks a year. I would consider that a secret weapon. Most people will never tool up to that point, but if you do, you can literally dominate. Also, Build My Rank gets you high page rank post. That's 37 bucks a month. It's kind of a pain in the butt because you only get one link per 150 words that you write. So you're going to spend a lot of time getting all these high quality backlinks writing these 150 word posts, or you're going to have to pay somebody to do it. So there's an additional cost on top of that 37 bucks a month if you pay people, but it's very, very powerful. And I use Build My Rank usually when I'm going after keywords that most people would consider impossible. That's when I'm going to use Build My Rank, and that's when I'm going to use Traffic Kaboom, because we need that. There's so much competition. We have to do everything we can to put the odds in our favor. So again, I encourage you, don't panic, don't freak out. You're looking at all these costs. You don't have to do that when you first get started. You know, when you first get started, if you're on a budget, use just Unique Article Wizard, Ping and OnlyWire. And as you start to get leads and as you start to get some sales, go ahead and reinvest a portion of your profits and tool up. Or another way to do it is to use Fiverr. Everything we just talked about, you can go to Fiverr.com and pay people $5 to do. So if you need 500 backlinks and you don't want to pay $20 a month, go pay somebody $5. They'll get you 500 bookmarks. If you don't want to do your own Unique Article Wizard campaign because you don't want to invest $67 per month, go pay somebody $5. Search Fiverr for Unique Article Wizard. You'll find somebody that will do it for $5. Now they won't drip it for you, but they'll get you that initial blast of 400 to 500 backlinks. So in the beginning, if you're on a tight budget, you know, just go ahead and do that. Use Fiverr, tool up as you can. And keep in mind, what we're doing here is we're building a business and not just a downline. Of course, that assumes you're promoting a primary business. So it was worth it to me to tool up, to invest in my business. You know, if I were to start a dirt world business, a barber shop or a store, you know, I have to pay rent, I got to pay employees, I got to do all this. There's an investment to be made. Well, on the internet, we're doing the same thing. We have a business. We just can't see it. We can't walk in the door. But every time we get a page to rank on the search engines, that's like opening the door to new customers walking in. And here's a screenshot of just some of the stuff we do. And you'll see ClickBank over there, that's like every week. We're doing over $1,000 a week just on ClickBank because we have different affiliate products ranking on the search engines. We're doing $8,000 a month from another one blog post. One blog post has made me over $2,000 a month for the last year. This was a particular good month. I don't know what the heck happened there. One blog post that ranks #1. This little thing down here, $12,000, that's from one affiliate product where our blog post actually ranks #5. It ranks #5. It's not even in the top 3, and it's pulling in over $10,000 a month. Because once we get our stuff to rank and we get the traffic, then of course our blog posts or videos do all the selling. So we're building a business, not just trying to get leads, not just trying to earn a commission. We can build a huge business, a huge cash flow by getting our stuff to rank. Another thing, another valuable links that we talked about are EDU links. These are sites from, boy, I just lost my brain, from schools, colleges, universities. Those are the guys that have the .edu versus the .com. They're very powerful links. They may not have any page rank, but they're very high authority. And there are softwares that you can get to help you get these, but they're kind of a pain in the wazoo. And personally, I use Fiverr. You go to Fiverr, it costs you $5. Somebody will go get you 100 quantity links from EDUs. So every blog post I do, one of the things I do is I jump over to Fiverr, pay somebody $5 to give me 100 .edu links. There is software that'll help you do this, but it's just as easy to go pay somebody $5. So when you need an extra boost, oh yeah, so if most of the time you never need the EDU links. You know, I mean, if you've done all the social bookmarking, all the article directories, all the blog posts, chances are you're already dominating the front page of Google. You're never going to need EDU links. But if you do, go pay $5, get a boost. Now I just did this for Brian Finale. Right before the MLSP Mastermind event, he came up with a pretty good challenge. He says, hey, I want to rank a video for the keyword make money on Facebook. Now that's pretty much impossible. That's what I call an impossible keyword. 186 million pages are competing for that. The competition is out of the world insane because it gets so much traffic, next to impossible. He says, Rob, what can you help? Can you get this to rank in 5 days? So I don't know. So we pushed it, we pushed it, we pushed it. And then I went and I got some EDU backlinks, and we got it to rank number 6 in 6 days. That video was viewed 500 times in the first 6 days. Very, very powerful. I think today it ranks number 4 or 5 if you go search for make money on Facebook. So if you put all these things together, you can literally rank for the impossible. And when you do that, you're going to start creating some impossible income streams as well. So again, authority links from high page rank pages. These are very, very good. You know, a link from a page rank 5 site is 100 times more valuable than from a page rank 4. It's very, very exponential. They're also very, very hard to get. You can pay for them. In fact, people pay up to $200 per month for one link from a page rank 5 site. Looking for a page rank 7, there's $165 per month. People are paying for these things. That's how powerful they are. Now, one of the things you can do is use Build My Rank and do these little blog posts. It's 37 bucks a month. You'll see that here's a screenshot. I did it for valued opinions. I got a PR1 link, a PR2 link, a PR5 link. So we're getting some very valuable links, but it's a little bit more time and effort to make that happen. But Build My Rank is an easy way to do it if you're willing to incur that cost. So those are the tools we use. And again, as I shared, I posted all of those tools up on my blog. You can review them up under robfore.com/tools. I think I have links to all of those. In my team training, I have tutorials for a lot of them as well. So that's what I have as far as our recommended SEO tools. Now, I know you guys wanted to ask some questions or do something, so where are we going from here?
Sorry, I was muted. Let's go on to the second half of your presentation, and then we'll hit the fan page.
Okay, so then what I wanted to share with you guys, this is a product that we're going to release with MLSP. It's going to be pretty inexpensive. It's going to be like 47 or 67 bucks. And it's going to be a 3-module thing. And it kind of talks a little bit about what we talked about last week of posting on purpose for profit. In this product, we're going to talk about 3 angles: posting on purpose for traffic, posting on purpose for profits, posting on purpose for leads. And what I want to share is real quick, go through a real quick short module of this, just to give you an idea of what that product's going to be about. I know some of you guys want to interview me to do videos, and what I might suggest is you wait for about 2 weeks, and we're going to launch this product as a product you can sell in the back office at MLSP. And so if you do an interview with me later on here, you can say, hey, you know, if you like the interview with Rob, you might want to go click this link and pick up his little product. And of course, you would earn a commission for that from MLSP. We're also going to have a much larger product that's talking about SEO, like we just talked about, except I'll actually be showing how to use all the tools as well. So let me go through this real quick. This is 1 module out of 3. And what we're going to talk about here is if your goal is to generate traffic, and it most certainly is, the key is to start posting on purpose for traffic. And you'll be able to produce results like this. My blog last month got 51,000 unique visitors, 1.6 million hits. I actually get more traffic than Mike Dillard's site, Magnetic Sponsoring. He's got hundreds, if not thousands, of people promoting his products and pointing people to that site. And I get more traffic than his site does, and we do it all on organic search. Now, not all traffic is created equal, meaning if somebody is searching for free MLM leads, chances are they're not going to buy leads if you're selling leads. So, you know, we have to keep that in mind when we're going after traffic. We don't want to rank for just anything. We want to rank for stuff that's going to lead them to either opt in, buy something from us, you know, get some more information about our primary business or something like that. And that's what we mean by posting on purpose. we want to begin with the end in mind. What do you want your blog post to do? When somebody lands on your blog post, when they land on your video, you need to know before you ever do that blog post or that video, what is the end result? What do you want that person to do? You want them to opt in and become a lead? You want them to click through and buy something so you earn an affiliate commission? You want them to go watch your primary opportunity video, fill out a form and ask for more information? You absolutely positively must know the end result you have in mind before you ever do anything. Once we have that end result in mind, I want people to go buy Ray Higdon's recruiting package. Okay, that's the end I have in mind. Once I have that in mind, then I say, okay, now I need to go do the keyword research to find what are people searching for when they're looking for to learn how to do recruiting and sponsoring. Because that's what I want them to do, is go buy this recruiting and sponsoring product. So I need to do keyword research and who's most likely to buy that product. What are they literally searching for? Once we have that keyword, we want to produce the content, do a review, whatever you want to do, publish the content, and as we just talked about, once we publish, we need to promote that content to rank, which is backlinks, 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 and more backlinks, and keep getting backlinks, and never stop getting backlinks, and dominate the bloody search engines. What we're going to talk about here is not that. We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about ways to get traffic, like we talked about last week, without ranking. So what do you want them to do? Opt in, purchase, call you, click through. What do you want them to do? You have to know that up front. Then we do our keyword research. What specific words and phrases are the people most likely to take action, take the action you want them to take, go buy this product, when they're looking for your information, product, or service? Remember, and we talked about this last week, the internet runs on search. Everybody sits down and they type in something. They're looking for a particular information, product, or service. We need to find out exactly and specifically what they're searching for when they're looking for our stuff. And if we do that, like in this example, I just went up to the free Google keyword tool. Keep in mind, my end goal in this example is I want to go sell Ray's recruiting product, which you can find in the back office at MLSP under the MLSP product campaigns. So I just did some real quick research. MLM recruiting, MLM sponsoring, network marketing recruiting, network marketing sponsoring, MLM or multi-level recruiting. I select show me related items related to those terms. I want exact match, and we click search, and it gives us these results. See, I want to know the exact phrases people are searching for. Now, and keep in mind, in this case, we're not trying to rank. So what we want is we want keywords that get a lot of searches. We don't care about the competition. So obviously, we have MLM recruiting, 1,600 people per month, search for that. MLM sponsoring, 1,000 people per month, search for that. So off we go. Now I want to produce the content. Now again, we want to lead with value and not a sales pitch. I don't want to just put on my page, hey, Ray's got this neat thing that costs 147 bucks, go buy it now. You'll be glad you did. Who cares? Nobody cares. But if we do, if we educate them, if we inform them, if we engage them in our content, we give them 2 or 3 off the hook, incredible MLM recruiting secrets, and then go, those are pretty good, but if you want to learn from the master blaster, if you want to learn from the man himself, this guy was able to sponsor 28 people in 21 days with his eyes closed watching TV. If you'd like to do the same thing, you might want to click here now. So we want to lead with value and not just a sales pitch. So for example, when I wrote this post, one, I want them to know right away they're in the right place. Are you searching for MLM recruiting secrets to take your business to the next level? Then good for you. Because what you're about to discover are a handful of proven recruiting secrets that we have used to sponsor 30 people in 30 days. Now, you notice we've engaged them. They're searching for MLM recruiting. where you let them know, obviously, you're in the right place. And we go on to do a review and even a video review about Ray's product. And then in my case, I promoted it to rank, and we have an enticing headline, MLM Recruiting Secrets Revealed, and we cause it to rank. So we want to use an enticing headline, an enticing description, so if it does rank, they click on your link versus somebody else's. Now we want to publish that content, obviously. You want to put it on your blog. You want to create articles for distribution that might be e-zine articles, something like that, YouTube videos, forum posts, high traffic websites. Last week we talked about document sharing sites. These are all places that can get you a lot of searches, a lot of traffic without ever having to rank. So we're just republishing, repurposing our content and spreading it pretty far and wide. Again, I believe predatory SEO is the #1 strategy, but that's not what this is about. That's what we just talked about, getting it to rank. But on the way to doing that, we can get a lot of traffic just by posting on purpose for traffic. So again, just as a review, keyword phrases that get a lot of searches. Create the content in various forms: blog post, article, YouTube video, document sharing sites, and distribute that content as far as wide as you can, and you don't need to rank on Google to get that massive traffic. Now here's a blog post I did. I think it was like 3 or 4 days. We got 501 searches. Here's another blog post I did, 1,600 searches after a couple of months. So your blog post alone can rank pretty good. But I posted that, I repurposed that same content, did a video. The video didn't rank, and within 1 week we had 135 views. So we're increasing our traffic by repurposing the content. We publish it on article directories. Article directories are like e-zine articles, an article base in Buzzle. And here's an example of just a few articles I've done. They don't rank on the search engines, but they still get a lot of traffic. A lot of people go to e-zine articles and actually search. They treat it like a search engine, and they're looking for content. And so you can post, repurpose it, post it on the articles, and get a lot of views that way. You can also post it on forums. Go find a big forum that makes sense for your niche, that makes sense for whatever it is you're promoting. A Warrior forum is really good for internet marketing, affiliate marketing. BetterNetworker.com is really good for all of those and network marketing. You'll see I repurposed that post up here on, I think that's the Warrior forum. We just repurposed that, and if you look down in the bottom right, we had 387 views to that literally within 3 days. Literally within 3 days. It doesn't rank on the search engines, but there's people that participate in these forums that will go check out your stuff. Last week we talked about document sharing sites. Again, I just simply repurposed it, published it on docsdoc.com, published it on slideshare.net. Between those two, there was another 1,300 views right there within 3 days. 3 days. So if we add up the article directories, the forum posts, the YouTube videos, the document sharing sites, when we add it all up, we're starting to get thousands of visitors without ever ranking on the search engine. Now let me show you something. I purposely, for this example, did a low volume search. I didn't go after the keyword that got 1,600 searches a month. I went after one that only gets 210. 210. So I picked a low volume search on purpose. It ranks, and so you have to discount the YouTube video and my blog post. We got to eliminate those. But if we use just the docs, the slide share, the Warrior forum post, these other ones, we did over 1,500 searches. 1,500 people saw that without ever ranking. Yet on Google, only 210 people actually search for it per month. See, we think Google is the granddaddy of all time, and it is for organic ranking. But their own tools suggest only 200 people per month search for MLM recruiting secrets. But between my blog post, the video, the document sharing sites, a couple forum posts, we had over 1,600 people view that post in less than a week. And we sold 3 or 4 of those products and earned a few $100s in commissions. So that's what we call posting on purpose for traffic, which is nothing more than repurposing your content and getting it out there far and wide. Now, I think you guys reported last week where we talked about the document sharing sites. Very fast, very easy way to make that happen. So, ta-da! I got that.
All right, let's get to the questions, guys. We'll use the Facebook fan page. Rob, if you're all complete, I'll take the presenter back from you.
All right, take control. What's the Facebook fan page?
Show my screen.
Peace Builder Champions.
What is it?
Peace Builder Champions.
Okay, there we go.
PIZ
Got it.
BULDER CHAMPIONS.
Perfect. Okay, I've got Elizabeth. She's saying, I came across a comment from a group member that says there is a false positive search result and only a right article can rank. Elizabeth, I don't understand your question. Let me see. I think what they're saying, Elizabeth, is SpyFu, which is really just a tool that's going to tell us about the competition. How we measure the competition if we're actually going to do some SEO. I use Market Samurai to do that. I also use secockpit.com to do that. You can use SpyFu to do that as well. And what we're measuring is, are the people that already rank top 10 on Google, how competitive are they? How much page rank do they have? How many backlinks do they have to that particular page? One of the challenges with SpyFu, Market Samurai, and all these tools is they will all give you a different result. One tool will say, well, the guy's got 200 backlinks. Another tool will tell you he's got 2,000. Another tool will tell you he's got 2 million. There's no consensus. So in that sense, it really is more of an art than a science. We use the science because we know what we need to do. We need to get a lot of backlinks. But we can't really trust the tools exactly. They can only give us a rough idea. And so they will quite often give us false positives. So for example, when I did that blog post just recently with MLM Recruiting Secrets, I know, because I have the tools, I got about 5,000 backlinks in about 48 hours. Now the tools would show 0. The tools would show that I had 0 backlinks. So if you wanted to compete against me, of course, it's giving you a false positive and putting you in the wrong direction. But the reality is those tools may not count all those backlinks for 30, 60, 90 days. So we can't trust them explicitly. We can only use them as a benchmark. Preston, should we use ping.fm and OnlyWire together? Absolutely. If you can do both, and set up separate accounts for each one. So there's going to be a little bit of crossover. So for example, ping.fm is going to ask for a Facebook account, and OnlyWire is going to ask for a Facebook account. Set up 2 Facebook accounts. Don't use the same one. Set up 2, and we're actually getting double the backlinks for the same effort. It sounds kind of weird, but it actually is beneficial that way. And I don't recommend you put in your real Facebook and Twitter account. Put in promotional accounts. Where the only thing we're using them for is promotional.
Oh yeah, I second that most definitely. I made the mistake of putting my real one in there, and wow, that thing got filled up pretty quick with.
Oh yeah, it gets brutal. And a lot of people do that, and bless them, because we want our stuff to go on real sites. But it's really for you guys as marketers. Yeah, don't do that. It's crazy. Ken asked if all these repurposed articles, do we spin them or just copy and paste? Absolutely spin them. The search engines do not like duplicate content, meaning we want our content to be at least 30% unique. If it's not, and let me go real quick, let me go to the search engine. Oh, my screen's not turned on. But if you go to the search engine and search for anything, you'll see that there's a bazillion competing pages. Well, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of Google, you see there's only really maybe 78 pages listing 10 results. So even though it says 10 million pages are competing for this, Google is only indexed maybe 700 or 800 of those pages. All the rest of those millions are in what they call the supplemental index, which is duplicate content. You do not want your content to be supplemental because it doesn't really exist on Google. Same thing when we're repurposing to get backlinks. If it ends up in the supplemental index because it's duplicate content, it won't count as a backlink. So we absolutely have to take the time to spin them and do all that kind of stuff. And Dave Sharp says you better get to work. Yeah, you better, Dave. Article writing software work. How does the article writing software that I recommend is a program called Article Builder. It's on that tool site. They actually give you pre-spun, pre-written articles for all kinds of different topics. So I use that for most of my backlinking purposes. That way I can write the original content for my own blog, and then when I go to get backlinks, I use a completely different article to spin to get my backlinks. That way there's literally no chance, zero chance of getting duplicate content against my own site. And Jerry, my buddy Jerry, is asking, how does Google's latest update affect these tools? Nobody knows, Jerry, nobody knows. I actually hang out on a lot of search engine geek sites, geeks, sites for people like me. I just woke up one day and we turned into geeks. Nobody really knows. Google kind of keeps it really close to the vest as what they do. Now, what I noticed for me personally is I lost about half of my front page rankings in this last update. But I know exactly why it happened, so I can share it with this. 6 months ago, one of the backlinking routines I used to use was to get forum profile links. Maybe you've heard of Angela's packages and these other guys that do forum links. A year ago, 6 months ago, they worked very, very well. They get tens of thousands of links very quickly. You could rank really, really high. I stopped using those links about 6 months ago because I kind of had a thought that eventually they would be able to bust those. They kind of leave footprints and we would be penalized. Well, all the posts that I did with those forum profiles where I was ranking on the front page of Google, I'm now like page 2 or 3. So I was absolutely penalized for forum profile links. But my most recent post really didn't suffer that much. I might have went down 1 or 2, or I might have even climbed. So if you do just the tools we talked about here today, you should be good to go. And in fact, I know a couple of people on my team that this is all they're doing. They've never done the crazy stuff like forum links, and they're totally outranking me now because I did the crazy stuff and I got penalized. So if you do just the tools we talked about, you should be good to go. Val's asking, what spinner software do I recommend? I use the best spinner. I also use Spin Rewriter. You might say, why do you use both? Well, because they all leave footprints. And what I mean by that is they all operate a particular way. And if you do all of your content using one tool, Google can, I don't know if they do, but they can track that down and go, this is spun content. And just maybe not penalize you, but certainly not count that effort. So I personally actually used 4 different spinners, and I just kind of rotate through them. So I use the best spinner, Spin Rewriter, Content Boss, and another one called Spin Chimp. But if you're on a budget, the best spinner is really, really good. Spin Rewriter is really, really good. I would recommend either one of those.
There's one that I recommend. It's called Content Professor. You can use it for free. It's pretty good. It is, the interface is pretty easy. So
Yeah, I've actually used that one before, and that's a really good one as well. Joseph Diego's asking, I only pay for only $60 for only wire. Do I pay for the capture solving? No, I don't. In fact, you don't need it at all. So I do $60 a month for only wire without capture solving, which I think gives me like 40,000 shares a month. Now I'm auto syndicating about 200 people on TriPro. Um, and sometimes I use all 40,000. If I do, oh well. The rest of the month I'm sitting dead in the water because that's just the budget I set for only wire. But no, I don't do captcha solving. You don't need it. Um, if it uses one that uses a captcha, it just pops up and 15 seconds later it goes away and you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, save your money there. I don't think it makes any sense. Darla's asking, how do you work your business in an hour and a half daily when there's so much to do? Well, when I say an hour and a half daily, I mean that's just my internet marketing dance. Meaning I'm going to do my keyword research. I'm going to pull a keyword off the top of the pile. I'm going to write my article or create a video, post it on my blog, fire off all the tools to get the backlinks. That takes me an hour and a half. And since that's my marketing model, I do that first. So I literally sit down at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't check email. I don't answer my phone. I grab a cup of coffee. I work for an hour and a half to post a new piece of content, get my backlinks. I'm done for the day in regards to internet marketing. Now the rest of the day, because I'm a full-time network marketer, and of course I support my team, I do prospecting calls, we sign people up and do the rest of the stuff. But I've got it down to an hour and a half a day for internet marketing.
That's using all of the tools and everything you showed
Using
us.
all the tools, right.
Wow.
Yeah, and I work on a Mac, but I bought a cheap laptop from Walmart for like $350. And most of these tools work on a PC. So I bought this cheap little laptop. It sits behind me and it's got, all the tools there. And I just I literally turn my chair around, fire up the tools and walk out of the room and it does its thing. So it takes me an hour and a half, write keyword research, write the blog post it, publish it, set up all the tools to do their thing. Now the tools may work 3 to 4 hours in the background doing whatever they do, but we don't have to pay attention to that.
Awesome.
There are tools that will let you post directly to your blog. Darla is asking, if there's a tool that will let you post directly to your blog after you have written it. There are tools. I don't use it. I actually post directly to my blog because it's my blog and that's what I do. But there are tools that will let you do that. I don't know any off the top of my head. But there are tools out there. I found them. So you can actually have a network of blogs. You can create a little miniature network, 6, 8, 10, 12 blogs. Write your content, spin it, and then use these tools to publish it on all your blogs at the same time. They do exist. Let's see, Val says, do you have a target keyword search results number that you go by when I write a blog post? How high or how low? Yes and no, Val. It depends on the keyword. And what I mean by that is, for example, the example we showed earlier, MLM recruiting secrets. It only gets 210 searches per month. But I know for a fact the person searching for that wants to learn how to recruit. They want to learn how to get people in, to sponsor people in their business. So that's what I call a buying keyword. So if that person visits my blog, I have a very, very good chance they'll go buy that product. So I don't mind going after searches that only get 100 searches a month or even 50 searches a month if it's a buying keyword. On the other hand, if it's not a buying keyword, then I want higher posts. So I don't really know a better way to explain that. It's kind of like, well, I was just doing an example with a guy today. Let's say we were going after the keyword organic gardening. Now that's a generic keyword with 74,000 visitors per month, organic gardening. Now if I was selling organic gardening pest control, organic gardening does me good, but not that good because I don't know what they're looking for. Organic gardening books, organic gardening tools. What are they looking for? So I may not really want to go after that high number because the one is going to be much more competitive. But if I can get it, I'm going to go after it. And if we have all these tools, you can get it and go after it and you're good to go. But at the same time, organic gardening pest control only gets 1,600 searches per month. But that's a pretty, that's what I call a long tail keyword, but it's pretty specific. And if I'm selling pest control stuff, that's what I'm going after. So if it's a buying keyword, I'll go down as low as 50, 60 searches a month. Because again, like I just showed you, even though Google shows a little tiny number, that's not the number. That's just the number for Google. We also have Bing and Yahoo and YouTube and Facebook and got all these other things. So that little tiny number is just little tiny to Google, not little tiny to the whole internet universe. And Jerry asked, do I use ABC? Yes, I do. Yeah, ABC is installed on the blog. I use that for both backlinks. That's automatic backlink creator. That's on the tool list. I believe that one's $37 a month, I think. They're coming out with a new version here in another month or two that's going to be even more powerful. But for people on a budget, that's one of the tools I'd absolutely recommend. It gets you some really, really good blog links, which is pretty important.
And if you guys go to the Warrior Forum and search for that particular plugin, you should still be able to get it for $20 a month. I don't know if the thread's down yet. You can check there first before you pay the 37.
Yeah, they often post it up on the Warrior Forum for a little bit cheaper. I think maybe the link I have might be cheaper too. I don't know. Search my tool link. I might have a discount link to it. I don't really remember. Let me see. Using the tools on a separate. This is Ken Pritchard. Using tools on a separate PC is a good idea due to some tools may attract viruses. You're absolutely right, Ken. I use what I call throwaway computers. Like I said, I just go buy them, $350 from Walmart. A lot of these tools won't work if you have virus protection or a firewall turned on. It won't work well, so your computer's at risk. So I would, if you have the budget, buy a tool just for a promotion. I have a little tiny computer graveyard thanks to these viruses. So that's a good point. How do I find? I don't know the gal's name.
Cheryl.
Cheryl says, how do you find inspiration every day to write content? I appreciate your seminar. Thanks. Thank you, Cheryl, for the appreciation. I love it. I do it strictly by having my end in mind. So, for example, if I want to make money today, I might go into MLSP, the back office of MLSP, click the tab under my website's product campaigns. Say, well, what are they selling? What are they selling I can make money on? And maybe I see Michelle Alpha's Facebook thing, her Facebook product. $240 if you sell it, you earn $80 or whatever the heck it is. So okay, well, that's my inspiration. I'm gonna go sell Michelle's thing and whatever. Well, what is it? It's about Facebook. So I know my purpose. Go sell Michelle's thing. Then I start doing my keyword research. Well, what is it about? It's about Facebook pay-per-click. It's about Facebook advertising. It's about Facebook fan pages. It's about Michelle Alpha. And so I'm going to go do my keywords research starting with those keyword phrases. Now what's going to happen is I might find 24 keywords that make sense to sell that product. Well, in a very real sense now, if I found 24 keywords I should rank for, that makes sense to sell that product. For me personally, that means I have 24 days worth of work ahead of me. And then when I get all done with those, I go pick on Ray's product, and I got another 16 days of work ahead of me. Then I go pick on MLSP just for MLM lead generation, and I got another 3 months of work ahead of me. So personally, I've got a keyword. I did all my keyword research months and months ago, and I have a list of over 1,800 keywords. Well, if I literally create one piece of content per day, I've got like 6 years of work ahead of me. So I just let the keyword at the top of the pile be my inspiration. If that makes sense. Because I'm not that much of a inspirational thinker. You know?
Yeah, I do the same thing when I do research, and I'll end up with 100 words, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna write 100 posts on those, and then you know you get about 10 through, and then all right, let's try something else.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do is I'll go say, okay, well, I got Michelle's product, and I got Ray's product, and I got MLSP, and I got all these other system campaigns that talk about whatever they talk about. And I'll just go compile the keyword list. And I'll just kind of rotate through them. So I don't have like 3 blog posts in a row all about Facebook. I'll do a Facebook one today, and a recruiting one tomorrow, and a lead generation tomorrow, and maybe a company review the next day. And I just kind of cycle through the topics, which might be internet marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing. But again, we're always beginning with the end purpose in mind. What do you want them to do? Opt in, buy something, sign up for MLSP, sign up for Empower Network. Yet we have to have that end in mind before we can ever go figure out our keyword research to go find out what we're going to do.
And with that caveat, you've told us how to market the products that are in the back office, MLSP, or any affiliate product for that matter. What is the name of your product so the champions can already pre-position themselves to market your stuff?
Well, we're going to be launching 2 products in the back office at MLSP. We're scheduled for March 14th. I don't know if that's going to actually happen. That's our schedule. But sometimes things take longer than they take. The one product, which is the first module we kind of blew through real fast right here, that's going to be a 6-module product, 47 or 67 bucks. It's going to be called POP Marketing, POPP Marketing, Post on Purpose for Profits. Then we're going to have a larger product. It's going to be probably in the $247 range. It'll be all about SEO. So all kind of the stuff that we've just talked about here, but a whole lot more in depth, and literally tool by tool, how to use the tools, how to do some super sneaky stuff that we don't talk about publicly, that can dramatically put the odds in your favor. So just kind of watch, MLSP. We'll be releasing those suckers here sometime in March. We're scheduled for the 14th. If you do go to the robfore.com/tools, you can sign up to my team training, and I got affiliate links to most of these products here, so you can always go. And one of the things that I recommend you do, and it's something I've done from the very, very beginning, is if I personally use a tool, like if I'm going to use Unique Article Wizard or Article Marketing Robot or TriPro, once I become proficient at the tool, go write a review. Go do the keyword research. Go find out what people are searching for if they're looking for a tool that does what that tool does. Go do a review. Go create 3 or 4 blog posts, rank, and promote that program because you become proficient at it. Now, if you do a product review and you actually do a video where you're giving them a short little video tutorial, you show them how to log in and show them how to do something, they're more likely to buy from you because they believe, whether it's true or not, they'll believe that they buy it and they have a challenge, they have somebody to come to. So product reviews are incredibly powerful for conversion. They really, really are. And so I've always made it a point. I don't like expenses, I like profits. So if I buy a new tool like Unique Article Wizard, 67 bucks a month, my very first goal is to go get my $67 a month back. I want to eliminate that expense and make that into a profit center. And if you kind of keep that in mind, again, it's going to help you post on purpose for profit. I buy a tool, what are you going to do right away? Go do a tool tutorial and a tool review. Go get that tool to rank on the search engine and get your money back. Turn it into a profit center. And you'll be amazed at how quickly you can tool up when it really doesn't cost you nothing.
Awesome. Okay, one more question from the champion. What are those geeky sites you hang out on, Rob? And that's that's from Sandy Moore.
Yeah, the geeky sites are like SEO, or SEO. Well, I'm looking at my SEO Moz. It's SEOMOZ.org. I hang out on a lot of black hat sites. Just search Google for black hat forums. The reason I search the black hat sites, to keep in mind, people who promote off-color things, think porn, pills, gambling. It's very, very competitive. There's a lot of money in those markets, and they're very, very competitive. And so some of the things that they do are incredibly powerful, much more powerful than what we would ever need to do. But if we embrace some of their strategies doing what we do, and we have far less competition, we can literally dominate. So I do hang out on a lot of the black hat forums, um, search engine sites, anything that's search engine related, SEO related, because this is kind of what we do. This is my forte, is search engine geekiness. So, just searchengineland.com, searchenginejournal.com, those kind of, and they are kind of geeky sites. So sometimes even I scratch my head and go, all right, guys, I see your lips moving, but I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
And then we'll close out with one question for me. You creating all of these backlinks and stuff, and there's been a lot of questions about how do you know one. You covered a little bit in showing that they are how you testing that they are back indexed. Do you do anything to speed up the indexing of your backlinks?
Yeah. A lot of these programs won't give you a list of the links they create, so there's nothing we can really do about those. The other ones, like Digi Article Blaster, that does give you a list of the links they create. I use a program called backlinkbooster.com. I think it's 40 or 50 bucks a month. I don't know. I don't really remember. So it's backlinkbooster.com. And you basically just paste in your backlinks, and they get backlinks to your backlinks, and it helps them find it. Before I did that, I did a site called Linklicious.me. Just search the internet. Yeah, it's Linklicious. So it's LINKLICIOUS.me.
There it is.
And it will actually ping all of your links. I think you can paste in like 1,500 links a day, and they will ping them. That works. It works okay. It works better than doing nothing, and it's free. Or they have another version where you can pay for it, and it'll do even more per day. I just got a little bit more serious about it, so I use Backlink Booster. But again, it's cost me an extra 50 bucks a month to make that happen. Unless you're doing this on purpose full time, you don't need all that. You really don't. If you want to wake up one morning, look in the mirror, and go, "Oh, I'm a geek," then you might want to go do that stuff.
Well, Rob, on behalf of the champions, Pat and Esther and myself, I'd like to thank you very much for coming 2 weeks in a row and spending some time with us and helping everyone out.
Yeah, it's been absolutely fun. Thanks so much, guys, for having me. I guess I'll go eat dinner now.
All right.
Be done for the day. Till we meet again.
Okay. I'll see you at No Excuses 3.
Yeah, I got my tickets, I got the room, I got the airfare. Now we're just waiting for the calendar to turn. We'll be there.
I know, I'm excited. All right, thanks again,
Right.
Rob.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, champions. We're going to close this out. We're going to finish it off solo, so I hope you don't mind. I go through things pretty quick, no nonsense if you guys haven't figured it out. Well, we did have that champion challenge last week, and the winners were picked by Esther and Pat. And the number 1 again is Daria. Number 2 again is Rosie. Number 3 is Wendy. And you 3 ladies seem to be dominating this board. And we got a newcomer, Tanya. And look at that cute little baby right there. You have to tell us the name one day. Oh, jumped a little fast. Champion actions. First off, let me. I'm gonna add to this a little bit. 4 pieces of content this week. You all have an inside tip. I am on Rob Fore's list, and I can tell you that he's not mentioned the launch of that post on purpose for profit product. He's not mentioned it at all. on his list. Now, he may have mentioned it to his team on a separate email list, but for his Heavy Hitters University, his MSP list has not been mentioned whatsoever. It's a prime opportunity for you guys to go in there. He gave you the module 1. Just go to the video, and once I get it up on the site, and create a couple, good detailed posts on that first module, and then say, hey, coming soon. The product is to be launched. Once the product is officially launched, all you have to do is go back in there, change your the bottom of your post saying, hey, it's launched now, it's ready to go, and put your affiliate link on there. You're already pre-positioned to promote this product and actually make a little bit of commission off of it. Whoops, there we go. The challenge, Pat here, volunteered us. What we're going to do is we want you to create a video or a good piece of content talking about what you learned today on the advanced SEO stuff. Don't give too much away because you don't want other people to know what you're doing. And the first 2 champions will get a private video interview with Rob Fore, about 4 to 5 minutes maximum. But prepare some extra questions, and then Rob is a really good guy, and he'll spend about 10-20 minutes with you and answer some of your more pressing stuff. Also, you win a 30-minute bonus webinar with Esther, myself, and Pat. We're going to go over any topic that you want. Remembering, I do social media and SEO stuff. Pat does a lot of the closing stuff, and Esther, she just does about everything. So it'll be a great opportunity for you. We don't record the bonus training. And then we're going to get your interview posted on the Facebook fan page, the tribe page, and I'm also, because it's very special, it's a very big deal for champions to get to do an interview with Rob Fore. I will syndicate that myself and help you boost that up in the search engines from the outside. So that'll work out very well all around. Next 7 weeks, as you may or may not know, we are at the halfway point of the challenge. These challenges. When you first start them, you're like 100 days. Oh, geez, this is going to take forever. But you can see that it flies right on by. And we've locked in the speakers for weeks 1 through 7. Just kind of give you an idea of where we're going with this thing. But now it's time for your input. We want to know what you want to cover. Do you need more SEO stuff? Do you need more closing? Do you need more on visualization, meditation techniques? Do you need more on calling prospects, calling your leads, closing them in your primaries, closing them for MLSP specifically, or closing for EN? Yep, you have to call. You can call for EN. Do you want to learn more stuff on Facebook about Craigslist? Or any of the other news sites? Like, I'm playing around on Pinterest. Site is awesome, by the way. So let's get Pat, get her, shoot her a side Skype, just the topic that you guys want to go through, and we can start bringing in speakers and information to you that's targeted to what you need to do. And then finally, Pat put this up here. Esther was going to tell you guys how great I am. But you remember the vampire post? It actually came in. It was actually my first featured post on Better Networker. Very cool. But what I did, if you see, I kind of brought in the contemporary what's going on now and applied it to the article I was writing in. So, if there's a major sporting event going on, or there's a new movie that's getting ready to launch, or stuff like that, take that theme and get that the interest that's created from that theme and use that to your advantage, and you can surely get tons of traffic. I got a lot of traffic from that, got some recognition, and very cool. Many of you guys have showed up on the Better Networker featured posts. It's awesome. Once you make it, keep going, because they'll keep putting you back on over and over again. So In closing, do we have any other questions that possibly I may be able to answer? If you do, just raise your hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, folks. Again, week 7. Uh, do your posts, do your challenges, make some money, and we'll see you on the Skype. Thanks for coming.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.